Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Intelligence Racing League Division 1, round number 7, and tonight, or today, or whatever time it is, we are around the Abu Dhabi circuit, the Marina, no, not Marina Bay, I've completely forgot what it's called now, but welcome to the stream, everyone, and today I've got a co-commentator in the name of Menno. Menno, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great today. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, I've forgotten the name of the track. It is. Hang on. What's it called?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I'm gonna search something.
Yeah, I've completely forgotten. It's something like that, but I've honestly just completely forgotten. So, welcome to the track of Abu Dhabi. Obviously, the final track of the year, but not the final track for us. Round 7 of 10. Obviously, we've got 3 more races after this, which are Silverstone, Marina Bay, and Interlagos to finish it off then. So hang on, let's just get the live stream up then.
Yeah. It is called the Yas Marina
Marina Circuit, that's it. There you go. And there you go then, right, we're going to start a lap then around the Yas Marina Circuit then, as I knew it's something to do with a marina, as we now come down in towards turn number 1 then with Mr. Pop, one of the faster drivers in the lead then, as he swoops through turn 2 and turn 3, riding over the curb there to minimise the time you take to get towards the first chicane of the track. Personally, I hate this chicane, but it's a chicane to promote overtakes into the left-hander, but I feel like there's enough overtakes into this corner to really show the track off well then. But anyway, now down onto the back straight we go then. DRS active for Mr. Pop. I should probably get some graphics up because I've got absolutely nothing up at the moment. Lap data, track map, and there you go, the telemetry's up as well, as you now come down into the hairpin number 2 of the track. Obviously a prime overtaking spot before this, another DRS straight coming up as the DRS activation point is there now, really hugging tight towards the curve there on the inside, as we now run to the outside for Mr. Pops, coming into basically towards the final sector, and now, there you go then, he's invalidated on the exit there. The next person up, I believe, is D. Daniel, who's now coming through the same corners in his purple through that sector. So, yes. Obviously, he's being Mr. Pop there. Please go on, Menno.
Yeah, it's a really fast lap already. I drove on board on this lap. And I saw no mistakes, and we're going to look what it will be. Yeah, let's have a look then through the final few corners. D. Daniel obviously flying in Canada at some points during the laps then, as we now fly down into the final few corners through the final corner. Out we come, and it's going to be a 32.6 and a 132.681 for the Racing Point driver, followed by, I believe, is that Lando coming around the final corner? No, it's not Lando. It was someone starting a lap. It was Luke starting a lap, as Montana goes quicker. Montana goes into P1 then, and get ready for all the times to be flying in now, as my graphics have messed up once again then. Next person to come up to the line will be Lando, as he sets an invalid lap time. Seems like there's going to be quite a few invalid laps here. Bullet Boy sets a lap time of P4 standard. Iwan has set a lap time of P3. And let's have a look who else on the line. There's a Haas up to line. That's Sansu on his debut then. I believe starting a lap now then. No, he's not. He's just finished a lap. My bad. And in behind we had Milan getting a 33.212. That's the first batch of drivers through. And then we've got a few more. I believe that's Caladre. Next person coming up then. Around the final corner for the Alpha Tauri driver then, up to line for him, and he goes P5 again, just not into the 32s there. Already fast times being set by these drivers then. In behind, I believe that's Jossasas to make the field 16, up to line for him, and he has gone invalidated as well then. Lots of invalid time so far. Will this be the same in the race, do you think? I think yeah, it's slower than I expected, to be honest, but yeah, I expected low 32s and maybe even a 31, but it seems like tire temperature are a big problem here.
Yeah, what do you think about invalidations? Do you think people probably could be going quicker right now if they were really going for the lap and it wasn't their banking a lap? Do you think people still have another 5-6 tenths in the tank?
Yeah, I think drivers like Montana, Daniel and Iwan will probably go quite a bit faster, but I don't think we will see a 31 today.
Oh, you don't think so? Right, we'll have a look about that. Potentially, as Knight does fly through towards the end of the session. Asansu going P1 then. Provisional pole position with 11 minutes to go. Obviously, these are just the first runs. But that's a good showing on your debut then. So far, the Haas driver showing up the likes of Montana by a 10th of a second. Then D. Daniel as well. And then Iwan, another 4/10ths back then. Alp is on a lap then. Alp coming through the final few corners then. Through the second last corner. Now through the final corner. A little bit of camber on the inside there. You want to run to the inside. On the outside we go. And it's a 0.7 then in between D. Daniel and Iwan. Up to line as well. I believe that's just a sass up to the line for him. And he's starting a lap right now then. It's just a sass. I believe, I feel like, yeah, he's starting another lap then. He must have invalidated. So he's going for it once again. As you can see, his ERS is on mode 2. That is the overtake mode, the hot lap mode, whatever you want to call it. As we now come through towards the end of Sector 1 then into Sector 2. What can we see from Just Us? Quite a quick driver, but can be seen to be a little bit inconsistent at times. What do we think he's going to do, Menno?
I think, yeah, as you said, he's inconsistent. When he is driving well, he's a really, really fast boy. So we could expect a lot from him.
Yeah, let's ride on board with this lap then. Obviously, guys ahead, but we wanted to see how Just Us does. He's a very quick driver when he can hook a lap up, so let's have a look. Then obviously he's running out of EOS very quickly. I think he's just going to have enough, but he's going to be derating through this final sector lane. Let's see if we can see if on the back of his car. We can't. There you go. We should be able to see the flicker of the light. No, we can't see the flicker of the light. I don't know why we can't see that, but doesn't matter as we now come down into the final sector now. Through the heart of the final sector now. Taking it in gear 4 through there. Down into gear 3. Shifting down for the entry. And back to 4th, up to 5th, up to 6th. And then holding... Mr. Pop P2 then. Thank you for that. As Just Us doesn't want to finish that lap. He's not too keen with it. So he's going to head into the pits. P16. But yes, Mr. Pop. A great lap from him. Only 300ths off Sansu. Did you ride on board with that lap?
Yeah, I drove on board and it seemed all clean.
All clean. Oh my goodness. Who was that? Lando absolutely flew past the chicane. I think he just wanted to get out as soon as possible. He just flew. I don't know what he was thinking there, but
did he cut the corner?
He did. He completely cut it there. he flew past it. It's a track layout that I would like, but not the track layout that we are racing on today. Then next person through on an out lap, finishing their out lap will be Deso. Deso, I don't think I've commentated a race over Deso. Yeah, no, I haven't commentated a race. He's only got 6 points so far in the Is it 6 points? Yeah, he's got 6 points so far in the championship, and that was at Hungary. So let's have a look at what Deso can do then.
Yeah, he's really fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also a bit inconsistent, but when he drives well, he's a really, really fast boy. Right, maybe can even compete for the win with Montana and D. Daniel.
Well, let's have a look then through the first sector. We come then now down into the second sector for the Williams driver. Then obviously acting as a reserve driver in the league, but he's got up and he's set some good first sectors so far. Then he's now comes down into the hairpin for the second sector. He breaks very late into the hairpin and maintaining it quite well actually. Maybe breaking late into there and trail braking is a way to go then, as the Williams driver is now flying towards the final sector of the track then, as he now goes over the curb, and he's purple through the second sector as well then for Deso. He's really he's shining at this point in time. And will he get into the low 32s? We don't know yet, but let's have a look then as we now come through the double right-hander here, then the triple right-hander I should say actually, as now down into the Marina Bay we come then. Yachts on our right, yachts on our left, as we now fly through the last sector then, the tight, twisty, technical sector of the track then, as final 2 corners meet us, and he runs a little bit wide but keeps it within the 4 white lines then. It's a valid lap, it's a fast lap, but will it be pole? Yes it will, by 0.2 of a second. Deso really setting the track alight right now.
Yeah, it's a really good lap, and I don't think I think there can be improved, but it will be hard to beat that lap time.
Yeah, Alp up to line, doesn't improve there. And then we've got, I believe that's Justice Sass up to line. He doesn't improve either. He's about to set another lap then. Still many invalidations, Menno. Some people not getting liking the track at all. As Rocco sets an invalid lap as well then. So many people just not finding the flow of this track that well. As Bullet Boy goes P4 then, setting a valid lap time.
Collider now driving with purple sector 1 and purple sector 2.
Oh, here we go then. As he's invalidated. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
Was purple though, so that could have been a very good lap then for Caladre. As Lando as well got up to P3, and Montana actually has just got pole. And he's got into the low 32, so potentially, Menno, by the end of the session, your prediction may be wrong, and we potentially may get into the 31s as the conditions get a little bit cooler.
Yeah, it seems like the track is getting faster.
Yeah. Connor coming around the final few corners. It looks like he's getting ready to start a lap then. Believe it is his second, I think this is, his second out lap. As there you go, Connor coming up to the line. He's set a lap time, and now he's really going for it once again. Then he's got a lap time on the board. Granted, it is P14 and 5 seconds off the pace, but he's got one on the board just in case Rocco and Just Us don't set a lap time. But anyway, here we go then, now down into the middle, the first sector, and it looks like it's a purple first sector there for Connor. I'm not sure if that's just on my screen, but it seems a good first sector from him so far. He takes it quite wide through the hairpin, getting a better exit onto the back straight, carrying more speed than others. Probably going to set the splits alight then, as now we fly down through past everything as we now come down into the hairpin. I don't know what I'm saying, but now here we go then, and now flying down DRS on for NSX Connor then. Now down into the final, he'll be coming up to the final sector now. Obviously the middle sector is just straight and is braking late into the chicane, then flies through both little chicanes there, and now into the left, and then the triple right is coming up there, not the double right that I just called it. And here we go then, one right, two right, and then the third. Then we're going down into third gear, clipping the curve then on the inside, clipping the curve on the inside here, and now flying through, now right over the sausage curve there on the inside, as now flying through the final two corners then for Connor. Will it be something? Oh no, invalidation. Final corner, he's hit the wall. Oh, he somehow got away from that. That is a lucky escape for Connor.
Yeah, I'm driving on board now with Alp, and it looks like a really clean and fast lap, so let's see what he can drive.
Yeah, ERS with very low actually, so he's obviously gone for 2 time laps here then. Alp, he will be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. He set a 0.4, a good lap from him. I believe that could have been an in lap there, but potentially a second lap, we don't know. Iwan is someone I'm very surprised about. He hasn't set a good lap time yet, which I'm actually very surprised about. Obviously, someone who's usually quite good at quality. It's almost Luke has done the exact same thing as Connor there, and not been able, and almost hit the the barrier on the outside of the pit lane. If someone does that in the race, that'll be embarrassing for them. Anyway, Connor, not Connor, sorry, Rocco on the mediums. You seen this as well?
Yeah, that could be interesting for the race.
Yeah, different alternate strategy. If he can make this work and get inside the top 10, he's going to have a real advantage on everyone. Obviously.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, obviously, I think it's a 2-stop. It's either a 2-stop or a 1-stop around here, depending on what tires you start on. You can either really push yourself for the 1-stop, but I believe the 2-stop is a viable strategy around here. It just means you have to get past some cars.
Yeah, for sure. I think the strategy is soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft. But I think this 2-stop will be the preferred strategy for the drivers, but a 1-stop is maybe possible too.
Yeah, as we're now running on board D Daniel with 2.5 minutes to go then in the session, he's really slowing down as he's now getting ready to come out. He may come out in quite a lot of traffic actually, as we now see a lot of drivers leaving the pits as he's now getting ready to start off his lap. He's cooling down the tyres. Oh no, he's gotten this next. He's gotten this.
That is clumsy.
Oh no, he's tried to open the final corner. Now he's going to have to really save his tyres and save his fuel. That is very clumsy from the Racing Point driver. He's now going to have old tyres for his final lap of the day. How tragic for him then, is he's going to have to cruise through this lap then. Oh my, his fuel will be low. His tyres are going to be dead. It's just not what you want to be seeing. As it seems like now, I believe a Haas. Is that Sansu is coming through the second to last corner then to start his lap. Menno, do you want to give us a little bit of a guide around the lap then?
Yeah, for sure. Now he's going through turn 1 into his 4th gear. And...
do you want me to take over?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, alright then, don't worry about it. As we now come through down towards the first chicane. That is purple for Sansu there. Don't worry about that, Menno. You could be the perfect Martin Brundle for me then, don't you worry. As now, coming through out of the first sector, we come, and it's a good first sector, good hairpin for Sansu then. Could he get potentially a pole position in this first session in Intelligence Racing League as we now come down into the hairpin then? He brakes pretty well up into third instantly, rides over the curb very well, somehow not in validation there, but obviously really testing the track limits here then as he rides very close to the inside barrier there, as now running down into the middle sector. Purple again, 2/10 up for Sansu. It's looking like a very good lap as he now gets a little bit of traffic. Ace ahead of him, who I haven't seen all session. Ace has just been there or thereabouts so far then, as Sansu now through the first right, through the second right, and through the third right. Connor's going to have to really get out of Sansu's way here. The Haas is flying through the first 2 sectors. He's got 1 sector to go between him and potentially a pole position in his debut qualifying session then. Through the sector final corner. Through the final corner we come. Is he going to be purple? It's looking good for the Haas driver. It's going to be, so close.
So close.
Oh, he's messed it up in the final sector. Potentially, the traffic's really messed it up there. It's Deso now, also on a lap then. Will Deso be able to set the timing screens alight then? Through the final corner he comes. He's going to improve. He is going to improve, but just not by enough. He's very close. Purple final sector though, so we can see in the final sector the tyres are really gripping up now. Mr. Pop through the final sector as well then. What can he do? Few corners to go. The Alpha Tauri is looking fierce under the lights then as we now come through the final few corners then of the layout as, he's run out of EOS. That could not help him on the exit. He goes P3, a good lap time from him. McLaren in behind, that's Alp. Alp goes pole. Oh my, the top 3 separated by a 10th then. Oh, this is getting close now. Montana up to line. We've got Irwan as well. Irwan cannot improve. Montana, can he improve? He is. He's going to go pole. He's going to go pole by 200ths of a second. Lando over the line as well then. P6 for him. Improves, but just by not enough then. Milan up to line. He's going to go into the pits. I see Caladre in behind. He set a purple. Is he going to go any more purple? No. He's going to go 2/10 up though. A 32.8 up to line as well. Luke goes P12, and that is Justice as P5. Oh my, this is close at the top then. Rocco still hasn't set a lap. He's setting a lap on the softs then. His final lap of the day, and it's going to be a low. Beautiful placement. Oh my, an ace up to line.
Exolanda lost his front wing to the AI of Montana.
Oh, okay. Wait, Lando?
I think the AI's crashed.
Oh wow. Oh dear. But there you go then. A very exciting end to the session. A pretty boring circuit. So Montana on pole then by a quarter of a 10th then to Alp, and then Sansu really showing what he's got then in P3. Mr. Pop P4, Justice Sass P5 coming in at the dead. Deso P6. Could be a good person to predict some money on then, as Lando P7, Buller Boy P8, D Daniel P9, Caladre P10, Rocco outside the top 10 could spice up the strategy. Milan, Ace, Iwan, Luke and Connor. Connor and Iwan and Rocco being the people that we're really surprised about today then, as Lando Bottle is second. Oh, Lando bottled it second to last corner. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, that's tragic. But yeah, it's very close. What are you thinking into the session, Mello? Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it'll be an easy just pole to win for someone, or do you think someone will fly through the pack?
Well, I think it's gonna be interesting with also safety cars. Montana, of course, in a really good position to win the race, but don't count Rocco out because he can start on fresh tires and is still a very fast driver.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of invalidations, obviously penalties could come into this as well. Could be very important at the end of the race, so keep it clean. And you've got a good chance of getting yourself a podium potentially if there's a late safety car. Obviously, I feel like there's going to be quite a few packs here today. Then obviously the really fast drivers, potentially a midfield pack, and then people who potentially get many front wing damage in the final sector potentially, and also lots of penalties, because penalties will be quite easy to get on the outside of corners if you're pushing it quite a lot then, as these guys will be. Justice Us P16.
I thought he was P5.
That's a glitch in the game. That is... Oh no. I bet he gets new tyres. If he doesn't get new tyres, that is devastating for Justice Us.
Yeah, then he's screwed.
I don't know. He's the only one outside the top 10 on softs. So I think Justice Us has been absolutely screwed over by the game. I've heard of this before. If you join mid-quali, you get sent to the back. I don't know why. Oh, this game is so glitched, and it's really not helped Justice Us here. So he's really got to last the first challenge on now then. What a shame for the Alfa Romeo driver then.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously on a completely different strategy to everyone else. He's going to have to really fly in the first few laps to get up to the likes of Caladre. Rocco, though, P10 on the mediums. Oh, wait, no. No, he would have been P11, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. So, that's my bad there. So, Justice Us has just promoted everyone a position. So, who do we think is going to get through the pack quickly then? Do we see Montana doing something amazing?
Well, Montana bottled quite a lot of races, as I've seen the last few races of him. But it will be interesting with penalties, and we'll see.
Yeah, Montana's been coming on under a lot of pressure from other leagues then, with fast upcoming drivers then. But can he dominate tonight then? We've got Alp behind Sansu, the newcomer, Mr. Pop, and don't count out Deso then either. Lando in P6. He bottled his lap, so he does have some good pace in behind. Don't count out Bullet Boy as well. Bullet Boy, I believe, got a win at Spa. Let's just check that. Did he get it? I think he may have lost it.
Connor won at Spa.
Oh, did he? Oh, I don't know why I'm thinking Bullet Boy. Oh no, he bottled it, didn't? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he was overtaken by Connor last lap.
That was it. There you go. It was the final lap, wasn't it? Excuse me, I'm very sorry about that one. As now, Justice Us, who should not be there, is now lining up at the back of the grid then. As we now get ready to race underneath the lights here then at the Yas Marina circuit, as we're all waiting now. The crowd is waiting, the thing that we've been missing this year. As now we're ready for the 5 lights then for the Yas Marina Grand Prix in Abu Dhabi. And it's lights out and away we go in Abu Dhabi, and it looks like Montana's had the best start out of the top 3. Is now up the inside, goes out, but it seems like it's all tandem in the midfield. Is all. I saw Williams going a little bit wide there. Is now it seems all good in the mid pack. I'm just going to go check in the back, and I think that's Lando rounding off, and he's lost the front wing as well there. Oh no, Lando already down and out, and is that Bullet Boy as well?
Oh, he spun again.
Oh, Lando's gone again, and Bullet Boy has also lost part of his front wing. Many people already losing their chances of getting good high points here today then, as we see a McLaren out the slipstream. Many people out the slipstream as they go side by side down towards the hairpin. Let's have a look then. Anyone side by side, we see McLaren of Ace and Rocco. Ace trying to get up the inside of Rocco. They're both on the medium tyres then. Ace trying to go around the outside of Rocco. Getting very close to the wall, and I see someone there. That's Milan off. Milan's off and round. He's probably hit the curb there. He's lost front wing as well. 3 people out front wings on lap 1 then, as we now fly through the chicane then. Seeing the cars fly through here at just over 80, 90 miles an hour. And people are already getting time penalties. Lando right at the back, not having the start he would have wanted. And he's going to have to piss at the end of this lap then, as we now fly through the middle sector into the final sector. Now we go, and it seems we're starting to get a little bit of a train now, and Montana is flying away 8/10 in one lap as we now enter the second lap then, as now it goes Montana, Alp, Sansu, Mr. Pop, Deso, and D Daniel in P6. Daniel's had a good start then, as that's changed after the line, excuse me there, as it's Montana. No. Oh, hello. I thought someone off. Oh, yes, there was.
Sansu had a big moment. Sansu had a really big moment.
Yeah, Sansu having a moment there. Mr. Pop trying to pop in behind then, as yeah, the timings is just absolutely a mockery right now, as this seems like a double stop. It's a double stop. It's a, oh no, Renault going to be not good after this one, as both there. It's a double sack stop for the Renaults, and oh, Bullet Boy is going to be really, oh, he's going to be really annoyed about that one with that front wing damage.
Just says that a really good start as well. 6 positions up already.
Oh wow, already. I believe that's P8. I've got some timing screens wrong on my end, but it seems like Justice has had a good start. Obviously, he's on those softs, so he's going to have a good start compared to the mediums, but he now needs to fly because 8 has already lost a lot of time to D Daniel then. So I'm just going to take away the timing screens because they're completely wrong for now, as we now head through towards the final sector once again. Then the twisty final sector. Bullet Boys picked up a 3-second time penalty, obviously at the back of the pack. These guys need safety cars quick, otherwise their motivation will go and they'll be at the back of the pack for the rest of the race then. But up in front, Montana loving life at the moment as he enters.
Oh,
safety car
retired. Bullet Boy crash.
Oh,
what happened to him? That's a really weird spot to crash.
Right. I've just called a safety car.
Montana's in. I think everyone's in.
Every soft runner's coming in, and I believe Ace is coming in on the mediums. I think every single person except for Luke. Luke will be leading the race, and as he exits the pit, as he doesn't go into the pits, I think everyone else is going into the pits. Everyone is entering the pits except for Luke. Luke is going for a completely different strategy today.
Luke
then
is in a really good position. 2-lap old tires comparing to new tires is the big difference. So.
And obviously behind the safety car, he's going to be saving a lot of tyre wear as well. Then, my goodness, how this race has just turned on its head. Then the people who got front wing damage lap 1 are back in it. Then likes of Lando, likes of Milan, and likes of Connor back in this as they all had to pit at the end of lap 1. And look at that, instantly lap 3. And we have got a safety car then. Luke on his own out in front. Obviously a track where it's quite hard to overtake then. Obviously, as we saw back in, I believe it was 10. Or was it 2012? It was 2010. No, it was 2010 where Alonso couldn't get past Petrov for the World Championship. So Vettel won it. So I think if Luke is to win this one or get close to the win, he's going to have to pull up a real defensive masterclass. Obviously, starting outside the top 10. Hasn't got many points this season. It's a real underdog choice, but he's in the perfect position now to get some real points. Oh my God, what happened there? Sorry, Alp just completely just flew off my screen for half a second there. What do you say? Rocco on the hards.
Yeah, Rocco's on the hards. Do you think he can finish the race with that tires?
Honestly, no clue. I wish I could tell you. I don't know about how long.
Be close, I think.
Chance that he could make the end? Do you think? Is there a small chance?
I think it's good, but don't think it's a really good choice, to be honest.
You don't think it's a good choice?
No, the tires are gonna be dead at the end.
Yeah, tires dead. I think potentially what he could be doing, because I believe, isn't it medium hard if you're doing that strategy, or is it medium soft?
I think it's medium soft. So we go make it.
I think basically what he's doing is Iwan pops into the pits. That's a late.
Again. He already pitted, right? Oh, he's on the sauce.
I think I know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know exactly what they're doing. They're going back onto the mediums, so then they just do the medium strategy. Because mediums go around 14 laps, don't they? So he's just going to go double mediums or potentially medium soft at the end. Of course, he's sacrificed track position, but potentially that could help him in the second stint then. as he's obviously done his mandatory pit stop onto the softs then, and back onto, because obviously he started on the mediums. He needed to get a set of softs on, and now he's basically set himself up for a full medium race then.
Yeah.
So it's
that
not...
will be interesting.
It will be. As obviously Luke yet to do a stop yet. Depends. I wonder what tyres he'll go on. I think he could make, if he can stretch the tyres out to potentially what? No, I don't think he can do it actually. I don't think he can go softs. I think Luke's best bet. I don't know what Luke's best bet is at this point. Is it hards? I think pit around lap 12 and go to hards.
Yeah, but maybe he could go on softs though. It is possible following the MFD strategy thing.
Oh, okay. I'm not
in-game menu.
Okay, cool. I don't know about the strategy around here, if honestly. So safety car coming in at the end of this lap then. All the cars are bunched up, so that would be that'd be all good then. As we're now getting towards the start of another restart. Then obviously the second one of the day, as obviously the first one off the line. Then as Luke in that Red Bull, then older tyres and everyone should be warmed up already. Then so could have a better start. But Montana will have a lot more grip, and I've got to say, probably a lot more pace than Luke out here. Obviously, underdog versus seasoned winner, as veteran winner, I'd say. So Montana is really going to show how he races as he tries to get past Luke here. I assume quite early on. Then the question is, when will Luke go? Will he go late? Will he go early?
I think his best chance to keep the position is to go late.
There you go then. So that's Menno's idea on that. What is Luke going to do then? Has he got the race smarts to do that? Is he going to go now? I think he's going late, like you said, Menno. Potentially into the final corner. He's waiting for and now he's gone. He's gone just before the final corner then. Montana could not react quick enough. 5/10 gap then as we now start the race. Look at that. Montana is having to warm up his tyres down the straight then. His tyres are warming up, so get ready for some people potentially flying off the track at turn 1. It seems like everyone has got their cars under control then, as Ace is very close to the back of Justice Ass. Very close right now, as Ace has used a little bit of DRS then. As we're just looking at all the gaps right now, the closest gap at the moment is Lando as well. Very close to the back of Caladre, as now this race is back underway then. As Iwan Connor also doing a job there, as now Luke holding on as much as he can. They're both using their overtake. Luke and Montana then. Montana getting close to the back of Luke, and he's used 40% in half a lap then, as Montana really trying to suss Luke out here. Luke's done a good defensive effort there then. And now it's overtake part 2 then, straight past part 2. No DRS as such of yet. And now down into the second end of the second long straight then of the track. And Luke has kept his lead for one more lap then. I wonder how many laps he can do it.
Yeah, I think when the DRS is enabled, that Montana is easily going to overtake him. It will be interesting to see.
Yeah, any laps that Luke is ahead is a lap that he can control the pace of the pack, make it his pace, and make it more like he can have a chance in this race then, as he now flies through the final few corners. Then he's a little bit cautious, I'd say, but obviously he doesn't want to spin. He just wants to keep it on the track. And there you go, all the faster laps coming in behind then. Luke just maintaining the pace that he wants right now. He's judging the pack pretty well as he now comes through. And these are just all for him, laps led. And Justice Ass saying he can't believe it in P8 right now. As now flying through towards the middle sector. And it seems like Rocco, has he just lost a load of positions for you? Seems like Rocco.
I think he was P12 when the safety car restarted.
Oh, Caladre up the inside of Connor as well. Then Caladre having a good effort. Potentially Connor's got a front wing as well then. I think just a bit of fancy overtaking. There's Lando on the back of Milan then. Just looking at gaps right now, closest gap then. Many overtakes at the back of the pack then. Side-by-side action in behind. Connor past Caladre and Iwan past Rocco then. Rocco all the way down to the back of the pack, but he is on the hard zone. So yeah. he's playing the long game out here tonight then. And Mr. Pop as well. Yep, go on.
If he could make it to the end, he is going to be an interesting pace on those hards.
Yeah, of course. The pace will be slow, but other people will be catching you up. It could lead to some very good final laps then. So stay tuned then for the whole of the race. It's going to be a good one as we now fly through the final sector then for another time then as we now fly through the Marina Bay section. I say fly, probably more crawl through the final sector then, as it's quite slow under the pace of Luke. But Luke doing all that he needs to do at the moment. And fair play to him. He's picked his strategy and he's sticking to it. As now, here we go. Let it all unfold then as DRS is enabled as Lando sets a fast lap of the race then.
Yeah.
Here we go then.
We're going to see a lot of overtakes with the DRS enabled. Everyone in the field got DRS now except for Luke.
Yeah, get ready for the DRS train to happen, and I assume here comes the splits of the packs. There will be some people who get ahead of Luke, and here we go. Let's get ready to see potentially an overtake here. That is Montana needs to get past Luke if he's going to do anything effective in this race, and he now gets the DRS, the ERS, and the slipstream up the inside. And what was that? Up the inside he goes then, and that is a move. And oh, look at that, Alp hitting the back of Luke as well then. Montana into the lead, and get ready now for the DRS train to really come into effect. Then look at that, in behind Sansu and Mr. Pop side by side then. Sansu potentially using a little bit more ERS in the slipstream as well, and pass. So now it is vital for the likes of Alp, Sansu and Mr. Pop and Deso to be fair.
Mr. Pop got a time penalty.
Oh, that's a big one. So early on in this race.
Yeah, that's not good for the long game.
Yeah, not good in terms of his pace at the end of the race then. Obviously, he's going to have to somehow bridge 3 seconds off to his nearest rivals then if he's going to maintain the position that he is in then. Deso in behind is looking feisty. He's looking for a move on Mr. Pop quite soon as, look at that, 1.4 seconds in a sector. That is unreal.
Yeah, that's really, really fast.
This really shows that they were getting held up behind Luke then, as Alp really needs to take advantage of the DRS soon then. He's got barely any ERS. So if he's going to make a move, he's going to make it soon and now then. Obviously, Alp, one of the people who's challenging Montana at Canada, as Lando picks up his second time penalty of the day then. Oh, as he hits the back of Luke there. He needs to get past sooner rather than later then.
Mr. Pop round the outside of Deso.
Oh. Were they side by side at some point?
Yeah, and there.
Oh, nice one.
Did he overtake?
No, it wouldn't have been an overtake. It was a defense. As now Alp has overtaken. Oh, is that it?
Mr. Pop lost his front wing.
Oh no.
Mr. Pop run in the back of Sansu, I think.
Let's have a look then. Has he got lots of front? Yes, his front left end plate is completely gone then. As now Mr. Paul will be running down the order then, side by side with Lando. Oh no, it's not Lando, sorry. Ace.
Sansu lock up. Deso got past Sansu.
Okay, so Deso is looking very aggressive right now then, as he's forcing mistakes out of Sansu. Sansu obviously under probably the least amount of pressure here. Is coming in as a newbie. Got a little bit of debut pressure, but he's got no championship pressure to look out for, and he's forcing mistakes out of them. So potentially Deso playing the long game and just waiting for everyone to make mistakes. He needs to get past Luke soon then if he's going to make an impact on Alp and Montana. The gap now between Alp and Montana, 2 seconds. Lots of penalties actually as Sansu heads into the pits. I think Sansu potentially has damage. I think what's happened is, oh, Mr. Pop retires. Mr. Pop out of the session then. Hopefully he's not a safety car as he enters the pits. He's not happy with himself.
Yeah, he died in the pit lane.
Yeah, Sansu out of the pits then. He comes and he's right at the back of the pits then. Not what he would have wanted as for his debut race, but he had a good effort there, and that probably explains the lock-up from him then, letting Deso pass, and is now down the back straight we go then. Speaking of the devil of Deso, up and alongside and past Luke 05 then, as he now comes down into the hairpin. Montana has flown away, so has Alp, and Deso needs to catch him quick, otherwise he's got no chance in this race. All of them on low ERS then, so anyone on high ERS then. D. Daniel is looking like a good threat then. He needs to get past Luke here. Look at the overspeed. Oh my god, this could be a double overtake if he's not careful. He's now round the outside of Luke, and side by side through the chicane. cut the corner there, but still side by side. Yeah, just trying to take a move as well then, as it's very chaotic right now, as people are just trying to get past Luke then. Just that as well, obviously having a very good start then. Obviously 16th up to 6th already on track, and now he needs to get past Luke then. Obviously only 2 real overtaking spots on the track then, so he's going to have to wait a little bit of time before he can get past the Red Bull. Now then, down onto lap 10 then, as Xavier said, Dan Montana turned on the jets. Yes, he did. 2.6 seconds now. Montana really showing out front what he can do then. Meanwhile, at the back, Sansu is now just hoping for another safety car then to grace his day then. Just Luke battle then, as Just Sass right on the back of Luke then, as now they come out of the on, and now here we come then, as look at that, Lando also in behind. Lando getting ready, but he doesn't have the overall power then that Justice has then, coming down into the braking zone.
Also down the inside.
Oh wow, potentially. Oh, here we go, side by side teammates, and that is the move.
Now also overtake Justice.
Here we go then. Lando, he's got some overspeed, but Justice has cancelled that out with VOS. He's done a good job of defence there. As now D Daniel right in the back of Deso is locked up there, as he tries to get past the Williams, and look how much a lockup does for you there then. Oh my, that's about 6/10 of a second. He's just lost with a lockup there. Yeah, I know it's lagging a bit. I can't do anything about it. I'm very sorry. As that's my Wi-Fi just playing up a little bit. I hope it'll be back to normal as soon as possible. Obviously, I'm not using a LAN cable at the moment. I need to get a LAN cable sorted in the future. I do apologise. Hopefully, it's okay now. But Luke...
Oh, Luke got a time penalty.
Yeah, picking up a time penalty there. As he's now falling through the pack. Still in a pretty decent position then, obviously on older tyres. But I wonder when he's going to come into the pits then for his stop then. His first stop of the day.
Yeah.
Now, Ace,
what do you think? Is he going on the hards or on the softs?
I think personally, if Luke's going to make this work, he's going to have to go on to the hards. As Sansu picking up the faster lap time of the race then, is now Ace trying to go around the outside of Luke then. Is he going to mount for him? Luke takes a wide exit. Just get better Wi-Fi. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. As now, look at that side by side. Now Connor trying to get on the act.
Double overtake.
Double overtake for Connor then, and look at that. Oh, look at that. Ace as well trying to get in and try and overtake Connor around the outside then. They're side by side. Connor's got him on the inside then. Oh, what is that from Ace?
Oh, why did he cut the corner?
He full on cut the corner there to try and keep the position. Surely he's going to have to let that through then. He's got a instant 3 second for that. And yeah, Ace is going to be letting him through then. I don't know if that's a let through or just his EOS slowing us. Look at that. He's trying to go up the inside now. He's cut another corner. Oh no, Ace is... What? Oh, it's now... Oh no, that's Luke round. Luke's hit the inside of Connor. And yeah, Luke now down at the back. I got a perfect angle of that.
Yeah. I got past Milan with a lot of bumps, but...
Oh, look at that.
Still side by side.
Oh, another corner cut. Everyone getting corner cuts at the moment. Still side by side. Yeah.
Milan gave the position back, so maybe he can remove that warning.
Yeah, potentially, but he's going to have to get 0 more warnings then, because that's a multiple warnings one then. Sansu, though, got some mad pace on it. He's closed up 4 seconds to that backpack. 4 seconds. So he's flying out front right now. Out maintaining around 2.5 seconds. Deso 3.3 in behind. The top two are now flying away with D Daniel in behind. D Daniel then. Obviously got the DRS over Deso, 5/10 is the gap. He'll be looking to try and potentially do it at the second DRS zone then, not the first, just because obviously the defender can get the position back if you overtake too early. Then Deso right on the curve. Well, then I feel like he's going to be safe, but is D Daniel safe? Potentially, no, he's not going to be, as D Daniel now on the attack, then he turns it from defence to attack instantly. Round the outside of Deso, then down into the chicane. And he's broke late, but is it late enough? Oh, he's got a very deep line. Somehow defended that then. Lost a lot of time in that.
Walker got past Luke.
Yeah, obviously Luke having that front wing damage. He just wants to he wants to hold on as long as possible until his stop comes into effect. Then there's now Rocco on the hards. Potentially his hards are now coming into the window that they need. Coming into the midpoint of this race, and obviously 16 laps to go. As now Montana still got that lead that he needs, as now 9 laps on those tyres. He'll be probably coming into the pits in about 5-6 laps time. Then he's got enough wear on those tyres to make them last, as I assume Luke will surely be. Luke's not heading into the pits yet then, so Luke is holding on with the strategy. Potentially he doesn't have front wing damage, he just lost it. I swear I saw a bit of front wing damage, but maybe not then from Luke then. But Sansu is closing up so quickly. 8 seconds now is the gap. He'll be onto the pack before you know it, as he's obviously going to have to do one more stop than everyone else. But he's really impressing us so far, as Lando on the back of Justice Ass. Pardon?
Going for the move on Ace.
Oh, Ace!
And around the outside.
Oh, Ace has lost it. Oh no, he's got front wing damage out of that one. Ace has lost the car there. Oh no, he's hit Iwan. Iwan's off the track as well. As now down into 11th, Iwan goes. He's not going to be happy about that one, as Ace has completely shut him off there. Let's just hope he doesn't have any kind of front wing damage. And let's have a look.
Doesn't look like.
Yeah, his front wing looks clean for now then, as Ace has been overtaken by Milan then, as he got some front wing damage then. It's not been the best race for first half of the race for Ace then. As yeah, he lets Iwan pass then, as he now goes back up to speed, apologising for that mistake then, as he now Rocco in behind. Rocco will be looking for it as well then, and there you go then. Mr. Pop, sad that he's bottled that one, as that is not Racing McCrew, completely cut 2 corners, as
Ace in the pit.
Ace into the pits, of course, with the front wing damage then. Real battle that we need to be looking out for is D. Daniel did get past Deso. This battle between D. Daniel, Deso, Justice Ass and Lando. Then Lando obviously got penalties, but let's completely forget about them for this battle. It's good racing between 4 very fast drivers then. And let's have a look. Will this DRS train just maintain as it is, or will there be any surprising moves then down into any of the hairpins? Justice Ass looks feisty, 2/10 behind Deso. Deso really lacking on the ERS front. He's only got 4% in the bank then, as now down into the hairpin. Justice going for the early move then, but he's oh god, what was that Wi-Fi from me then? My Wi-Fi is messing up, as Justice has to hold him behind for now, but he seems like he's got a little bit of overspeed on Deso, but just not enough. Happened down this time around then, as Lando as well close in behind. But oh, Lando, what are you doing there? Fully cut the corner on the inside. Trying to gain a little bit of an advantage there. I saw that. Hopefully that was a warning. Otherwise, he's found an exploit in the game.
Yeah.
As now heading through, as we now see Iwan close to the back of Milan. VER versus IFR. 2 quick drivers on their day then. Iwan had a space of time. He's always at the top, but now seems like he's reached one of his Joker tracks, you could say, as now heading through. And that is Caladra. Is that Caladra into the pits? Yes, it is, as well as Justice Ass and Lando. What tyres will they go on to? Lando.
I think they're going on another set of mediums.
Another set of mediums then for the drivers. Can they go to the end? I believe so, because they started inside the top 10, so they've gone soft, medium then. So there you go then. Out of the pits they now come at the back of the pack, but the overspeed they're going to have.
Also in the pit.
Yeah, Luke into the pits for the softs.
Yeah.
I don't think the softs can go that long. Surely.
Me neither.
He's going to have to go double softs, surely.
Yeah.
Softs don't go for more than 8 laps realistically if you're going to hold on to them well. So I feel like
maybe go for the fast lap.
I feel like that's probably the best chance Luke has got then. But you got to look out for the likes of Montana, who potentially could go onto the softs if you can hold those mediums for long enough. The mediums can probably go about 15, 16 laps at tops. So that could be an extra 5 laps and then go onto the softs for 8 laps at the end then. But let's have a look what he does. He's controlling the race by 2.5 seconds then. So he can 3.5 seconds, excuse me. It's a yellow flag to next 2. Milan is round. And it looks like he potentially had a contact with Iwan. Iwan, let's have a look.
Iwan also picked up a time penalty.
Yeah, picked up a time penalty. No wing damage. Just Deso picks up a time penalty as well then. Time penalties now coming into effect then. As look at that, Montana and Alp into the pits. Onto the mediums for Montana. Onto the mediums for Alp then. Exact same strategy then. Soft, medium, medium for these drives then. Rocco comes through. This is going to be interesting. Where does Rocco come out? Comes out. Looks like ahead of Montana just then. They potentially could be going side by side out of the pit lane. Where's Montana? Now Montana's too far behind us. Milan has retired in the pits. As Luke's picked up another time penalty.
Could go into sauce.
Yeah, D. Daniel potentially could. It's going to be it'll be hard at the end, but it could happen. Or is he just going for the overcut? Undercut is powerful around here, though. That's one thing we do need to put into perspective.
Another yellow flag. Oh, that's still Milan's car.
Yeah, it is Milan's car coming out then. So, 3 people retiring in the pit lane. Not good, really. From then, hey, there could be a safety car with a few laps to go. You know how I said safety car at the start of the race. You know, potentially one now to really show these guys up.
Montana close on the back of Rocco.
And here we go then. 2 tenths in behind. Will the Ferrari let the other Ferrari through? It seems like it looks like almost an orchestrated move from the NSX boys then. Obviously same esports organisation then, and it seems like that was almost orchestrated then as Montana now flying to lead and through 2 corners. Montana's made 9/10 of a second. Does that not show how powerful the mediums are around here?
Yeah, for sure. The mediums feel very good on this track.
I think
Montana's also very pacey.
Yeah, exactly. Is now D. Daniel holding it out then for another lap. So potentially this is a chance to go onto the soft tire at the end of the race then as he runs wide through turn 1. I feel like Deso is doing the exact same thing then as Connor in behind. I believe could be following them as Montana only 10 seconds off the lead then. So those softs are going to have to come very pacey at the end, and also the drivers are going to have to be very pacey as well to beat the likes of the Ferrari of Montana. Then setting
already on the back of Rocco.
Oh wow, a Sansu P6 obviously on mediums for 7 laps then. So Sansu's not potentially out of this. Looks like he'll probably be going to the softs as well then.
Or maybe to the end. I don't know if that's possible.
Hang on.
He could go to the end if he saves time.
18 laps. That could be a hard push then. Let's look at this. Massive train in the midfield. Sansu tries to go up the inside. He's making bold moves on his debut, and he's made a move upside. NSX Rocco upside inside.
Also overtook Rocco.
Yeah, Alp also up the inside as well then. So Rocco losing. Oh, potentially another position as well to Iwan then. Rocco really losing on the hards then.
And Alp around the outside.
Oh my, Alp also. Wow, there's many moves happening in the midfield. I can't even catch up. Oh, Rocco's round. Oh, he's lost it on the curb on the outside there then as NSX Rocco. His race going from bad to worse, and he's trying the hards out, and it seems like they just don't have the grip. Is he going to retire, or is he just going to come onto the track at the end? If there's a safety car, no, I don't think there's going to be a safety car there then, as Rocco seems to be out of this one then. He's still going to get points if he finishes, so I feel like he should probably finish just in case it helps at the end of the championship then.
He could also go for the fast lap.
Exactly, is now Luke in behind. Oh, it's Rocco, yeah, lets Luke through. What's Rocco going to do? He's going to enter the pits then. And he better not retire. Don't retire, Rocco. Don't retire, Rocco. He's going to retire. I don't know. I don't want to look. As I think he's carrying on. Hopefully he's carrying on. No, he's retired. Great.
Yeah.
Will that be a safety car? I don't know. Probably not. As he's retired in the pits then. But D. Daniel still leading the way then. 6 seconds ahead of Montana. Montana's closed up by 4 seconds in a few laps, so the undercut really showing there then, as well as Montana's natural pace then. 12 drivers left in this, and strategy with 10 laps to go then could get very interesting, as now Montana flying down into the middle sector. End of the middle sector now, into the final sector we go then, and he's closing up to the back of Connor at the speed of sound.
Oh, Sansu got a time penalty. Oh.
Sansu with a 3 second. Yeah, unfortunate for him. I believe Lando just got past him as well. So potentially he cannot rival the new young tyres then of the softs then. If we have a look at penalties real quick, we'll see that Sansu's got 3 seconds. Lando ahead has got 6 seconds. So Lando in a bad position right now in terms of his position on track. Then as Deso enters the pits, as well as D Daniel then as Montana into the lead he goes. These two going onto the soft tyres till the end of the race then. So it's going to be potentially last lap overtakes to potentially get themselves podiums then. So watch out for this charge then, everyone. It's going to get tasty in the final few laps then. Gap to the leader.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, for sure. Gap to the leader, 15 seconds.
Montana is on 1 warning. Daniel is on 2 warnings, so he has to watch out.
Yeah, so very interesting in terms of the warnings then. D Daniel obviously going to have to try and push ahead, but also has got to keep an eye on track limits. Obviously we saw in qualifying track limits are quite hard to maintain. There's now Montana flying away from Connor, then Connor somehow picked up the DRS there. Xavier said these guys are going to be flying, and I don't doubt that now as they come down into the middle sector then, and out of the middle sector into the final sector for Connor, as Connor just can't hold on to the back of Montana then. Is that gap going to fall then? Look at that.
Daniel
how
going for the move?
Yeah, how quick Daniel is compared to Caladre. The grip on those tyres probably helped him out of the traction zone of the chicane then, and look how much he's flying away already. That's 5/10 of a second already to Caladre. Caladre obviously on good tyres as well at the moment, 3 lap old, so those mediums aren't going to be slow, but we should see D Daniel, if he's got the pace, flying away from Caladre pretty quickly. 6/10 of a second at the moment, potentially 7 before the lap even comes to an end then. Sansu potentially is going to the end of this race then, so that could be interesting for him. Deso picks up a time penalty.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's his second of the day then, so just adding insult to injury then for the Williams then, but he's got the pace. Potentially could fly up a few positions then past Caladre, past potentially Justice and Sansu then. Justice having a storming race so far then, could potentially get a cheeky little podium because he's got no penalties then. As out now past Connor down the inside.
Yeah.
And now Alp regaining that second position that he did lose in the pit stops then. Connor's going to be on 17 lap old mediums. It looks like, yeah, Connor surely, as he now gets past Alp immediately. Again, I think Connor's probably going to be pissing at the end of this lap. He's surely going to be pissing at the end of this lap for the soft tyres at the end of this race then. Gap to the...
got overtaken by Justaces.
Oh, there you go then. So Justice flying as well then. Obviously you can't pick up every overtake, but there you go then. Justice. What was that overtake like then? Was it just a simple down the inside?
No, around the outside.
Oh, nice one. Around the outside, obviously getting the inside for the second bit of the chicane then. Obviously cutting off your opponent into the left-hand part of the chicane at the end there. Good move there from Justice. As now, I believe that's Connor entering the pits. Yes, it is.
I think Senso can go on the end on the mediums. So will be interesting.
Yeah, he's going to be slow at the end. But it'll be interesting to see how all the strategies overlap then. Connor out of the pits now then. He's going to be way behind Deso. He's going to have a flying final run then. He's got about 7-8 seconds to catch up to Deso if he's going to make any effect on these guys. As Connor now exits the pits, and potentially not the right strategy to choose, as Caladre gets a 3-second time penalty as well. More time penalties coming over these drivers then. Montana now with a 5-second gap. He's flying away. Absolutely flying. He's got no penalties to his name as well. It's been a dominant display from Alp then. Lando in behind as well. 7 laps to go as he's run wide there. Trying to make use of all track limits there then. As Justice only 2 seconds in behind Sansu as well, trying to close up. He's got no ERS to play with, literally none, as he now heads down into the final sector as well then. people to look out for D Daniel. D Daniel 13 seconds off the lead and flying away from Caladre. Gap between him and Caladre in around about 2 laps has been 1.7 seconds. So D Daniel needs to make an impact soon. Otherwise his chance of a podium is looking more slim and more slim.
Yeah, Days are also closing in on the back of Caladre now.
Yeah, 1 second.
Will be an easy overtake.
Yeah, should be an easy overtake then. Caladre knows it's probably not his race to fight then, as he's just hoping for the likes of Sansu to slow down at the end of this race. Gap only 3 seconds there then. So Caladre still got a good chance then, but what is his penalties looking like? Only the 3 seconds. So Sansu on 3 seconds as well. So they're running basically side by side on track in terms of penalties. As Connor setting a purple final sector then. Connor is a man on a mission then in that Renault. What can he do by the end of this race? 8 seconds to Deso. If he can make up any positions from here, that will be absolutely astonishing from the Renault driver then, as he now comes down to the end of sector 1. Another purple sector there for him. This NSX driver for the Renault is flying right now. I wonder what he'll be able to do by the end of the race. Where do you think he'll end up?
What did you say?
Where is Connor going to end up at the end of this race? I think potentially could get past Sansu if he's lucky.
Yeah, maybe. But just stays us also in a really good position for the podium places.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously with the Lando penalty then. But you got to watch out for D Daniel. D Daniel now only, what's it, 4 seconds behind Justice Dash with no penalty to either their names. It's one thing closing up to the driver, another thing passing. Obviously with the tyres, it should be an advantage for D Daniel for now then. But obviously the mediums coming into their window now, and the softs before long will be leaving the window of their fastest lap times then, as D Daniel now 4 seconds behind Justice, and that's basically 4 seconds off a podium then, as Sansu heads into the pits then, looking potentially for the fastest lap of the race then. He's going to be coming up against ready opponents then, and he's just hoping for low fuel to really help him out in the final few laps then. Connor sets the fast lap of the race then. He's getting good lap times on the boards then. The Renault flying now. Gap to the guy ahead of him, 5 seconds. So he's gained 3 seconds in a lap then to the back of Caladre. He's absolutely flying away. He's zooming past anyone at the moment.
Yeah.
What will he be able to do at the end of the race is a question that we're going to have to ask ourselves in 6 laps time then, as the Renault still flying away as Caladre obviously trying to hold on to the back of Deso, but I don't think he's going to have any luck in that one. Lando meanwhile holding on, but he looks like he's going to get tracked down by D Daniel sooner rather than later. Only 3 seconds now between D Daniel and Justice Ass.
Yeah, should be interesting. Maybe Daniel's also in a good place for maybe the podium places even.
Yeah, as now running on with D Daniel, you can just see how quick these tyres are then, but Justice Ass holding on very well in terms of the gap to the racing point. He could actually, yeah, I feel like Justice Ass potentially has got himself in a better position than D Daniel here. He's literally gained nothing, has D Daniel, the racing point driver, over the past lap. Still around 3.6.
Yeah, maybe his tires are overheating or something. He should be gaining on just say sauce with this fresh super, no more super sauce, but sauce. Oh, Sansu got another time penalty.
Yeah, Sansu picking up another 3 second there, so it looks like he is now just going for the fast lap and the fastest lap only then, as we now head down towards the middle sector for these drivers then, as it seems like everyone's a little bit split apart right now, as Caladre trying to hold on to the back of Deso, but it's not seeming to work right now. D Daniel's gaining around about 0.3 of a second on the back of Justice Ass, but not enough to make a massive difference at this point in time. Looking at the likes of Sansu to potentially make an impact on Irwan, as Irwan tyres start to get a little bit older. Luke seems to be just holding on now tight, and I don't think those softs will last. 12 laps on the softs around this track is a really big ask, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it then. Montana still flying out in front then, as we need to keep an eye on the D Daniel gap then. It's still about 3.2. As Lando picks up another time penalty. That's crucial to his race then.
Yeah.
So he's now on 9 seconds worth of penalties then. 9 seconds. So that means that would be 16 seconds. So if Deso had no penalties, Deso would be able to get past Lando then. But for now, he's just only losing 2 positions to Justice and D Daniel. So that's a P5 for the Red Bull at the moment. But watch out, because there is a flying Connor at the moment. Now only 2 seconds behind Caladre and 3 seconds off Deso.
Sensu also really gaining much from Iwan.
Yeah.
He gained 2 seconds in the last 1.5 lap.
Yeah, Iwan losing time obviously on his tyres. Sansu is able to catch up obviously with the older tyres. Sansu obviously on fresh rubber is going to have a lot more grip than the Alfa Romeo in front of him. Then he's, oh wow, you could see the grip loss out of turn 1 alone then, trying to hit the curb on the inside there. As yeah, he's struggling. You can see that potentially now the softs have started to struggle with a few laps to go then in this race. D Daniel doesn't seem to be catching Justice Us at all. 2.8 now. It's just not enough to make an impact. The only way he would be able to make an impact now is if Justice Us picked up a penalty. Seems like at the moment it's just going to be a pretty direct to this race unless the Renault of Connor can really make an impact, and he's making now an impact on P7 of Caladre. Now, round the outside he goes then, and the 6 Connor round the outside of Caladre, and that's going to be P7 for the Renault driver then, as flying through now he goes. And breaking into the next section of the track even. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat there. As now Connor 2.2 to Deso.
Senso, late move. Oh,
Wow. That is a very good move. I didn't catch the start of that move, but I saw the end of it. Iwan, he's going to try into the triple right-hander, and he's not going to get anything out of it, and he's just going to lose more time. As he's panicking on those tyres now. He's trying to hold on to the back of Sansu's DRS. But Sansu's tyres are just too young.
Yeah.
The old tyres of Iwan are now really flying off the edges now. It's almost a second in a sector. That is unreal then. It really shows the difference in tyre life between 2 and a 6 lap old tyres. Maybe 7 actually now as we head into lap 26 to 28. 3 laps to go. And Montana looks safe now in that P1. Even if he picks up a penalty, he looks like he's going to win this race then with 3 laps to go. The Ferrari dominating. It's like 2000 and what? 2000 and... Hang on. Give me a second. 2001 to 2004 all over again. There you go.
Yeah, it looks like Caladre is also gaining a bit on Connor. I thought the gap was bigger than it is now.
Oh, okay, so Caladre maybe getting a bit of second win then. Potentially on those mediums near the end of the race then. But Connor closing up to the back of Deso then. That's going to be the big one then. Those Schumacher years, yeah, exactly, Xavier. As Connor now closing out to the back of Deso. Deso, someone who we thought could have made an impact on the top 3. Looks like he's really slowed off near the end of this race. And look how Connor is looking so... He's looking so careful, but so quick, so smooth. Is that Renault flying through the final stage of the track then? The grip that he just has compared to Deso. The tyre difference is only 2 laps. And look how much he's closing on Deso. It's absolutely amazing onto these final 2 laps of the race then. Should be able to get past Deso. And will that be as far as he goes? Potentially, but Lando as well there as well. 7.8 Lando, and hang on, that's 16 seconds. So Lando potentially will be moving down to P6 if he's not careful, with a furious Connor, a ferocious Connor on the back, trying to make up some positions at the end of this race. And obviously started down in, hang on, as he now going for the move now up the inside. Pretty simple move then. He started in, I don't know where, there you go, started in P15, having a pretty decent racing, but just at the moment gaining 12 positions, having a great race, and it seems like he's going to be holding on to that P4 and P3 by the end. As Lando now on the back of Alp. Has Alp made a mistake? I think he has. Surely. He's just lost 3 seconds to Montana. Well, 2 seconds to Montana. He must have lost it somewhere as those mediums are now getting pretty old Let's have a, how old are they? 10 laps old. Same as Lando, but now will Lando be able to help himself out here with a little bit of DRS then? As yeah, Connor now past Deso will be now making a charge then. Gap to Lando is, hang on, gap to Lando is around about 9 seconds at the moment. So Connor, I believe, is just inside. It's about 8.5 seconds. So Lando will be dropping to P6, and as Deso picks up another time penalty with the final lap now in reach for Montana. The checkered flag is only 2/3 of a lap away from him, and it's a dominant display from him so far. Then he's only got a few corners to go then out of the so many that he's done so far then, as he's flying away with this. Is that a little bit of weaving down the straight then from Montana then? A little bit cheeky from him on the final lap. He knows he's got the he knows he's got the win. He knows even if he spins, he's got a very good chance of winning. As, oh, look at him. He's celebrating on this final lap. He already knows he's won it. Imagine if he hits the wall now. Oh,
will Lando be able to overtake Alp on the final lap?
Lando close to the back of Alp, but is it going to be close enough? Probably not. It's going to be a diving move he's going to make, and it's just going to cost him more time if he goes for the move. It's probably better if he just stays in behind and accepts that he's going to lose a few positions then. Seems like this is going to be the final order on track then, as Montana coming around the final few corners then. It's Schumacher-esque. He's led I believe every single lap of the race, except for the ones where Luke was ahead. So he hasn't led every single lap of the race, but he's led most laps of the race. And across the line he comes, and Montana is your race winner here today. Then P2 goes to SMM Alp, and P3 will go to over the line. Just a sass getting that P3. D Daniel P4. Connor will get the P5. Lando P6. Deso will get P7 then. Caladre P8 across the line. Sansu, he was looking so good, and he's got up to P8 then. Fastest lap goes to NSX Connor then, unless Irwan won't be able to do anything. Irwan's slowing down towards the line. Oh my god, Irwan.
Yeah. That's stupid. No push for him.
Why is he done that?
Yeah.
Irwan. What?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Wait, hang on. Let's just check. Does he go past the line? Has he passed the line? Yeah. Or does Luke gets past him? So yeah, he didn't finish the race. Oh dear. Ace comes around the final corner, and there you go.
That's stupid.
He's soaking it in, Montana. Oh dear. And Montana takes the win here today in Intelligence Racing League. Driver of the day. In-game goes to Just Sass, and after that glitch in the game, then you've got to give it to him. Great race from him, but also you gotta put into it as well. NSX Montana, he has had a dominant display today. Then, and look at it, it's Michael Schumacher in the Ferrari, back to his good old days. Then, as he now sprays everyone down. Then, a great race from him, a dominant display. As Rotation says, fat oof in the chat. Well done to the top three then. What a race there. It's a decent race, decent strategies. Just a shame that the final few laps were a little bit of an anticlimax then.
Yeah. I expected more of it.
But anyway, it's Abu Dhabi. What do you expect? It's not going to be an Interlagos kind of race then. But NSX Montana comes out on top then. P2 goes to SMM out. P3 goes to Just Sass. P4 goes to D Daniel. And P5 is Connors. Notice how everyone inside the top 5 didn't get a penalty. That really proved a lot in this race. And P6 goes to Lando. P7 Caladre. P8 Sansu after having a really decent quali. P9 goes to Deso. P10 Luke. P11 Ace. P12 Irwan. Does it say he crossed the line, or was it a DNF? He got a +1 lap. So he actually crossed the line. As Rocco P13, Milan P14, Mr. Pop P15, and Bullet Boy in P16 then, with his fastest lap being a 2:04. I feel that's a very good display there. But there you go then. End of the session. End of the race, and Montana takes the win here today. I don't think I'm going to be doing podium interviews tonight then, but thank you thanks to everyone for watching, and thank you to Menno for joining me on the commentary box. Thank you so much. It's good to have someone else to basically guide me as a Martin Brundle. As well, thank you. You did a very good job there, obviously.
Yeah.
As my co-commentator, and thank you for everyone watching the stream. We got up to around about 13, 14 views at one point, and I saw that someone actually complimented me in the chat saying I should be in PSGL, but they don't want me, so I'll stay in this league and I'll be back next week then. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I've been Spag, and goodbye.